Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are diving into one of the most iconic cars ever created, the legendary Volkswagen Beetle. A car that started as a simple people's vehicle and eventually became a global symbol of style, personality, and timeless automotive culture. The Beetle is not just a machine with four wheels. It is a car that carries emotion, history, and character unlike almost anything else on the road. From its instantly recognizable curved body shape to its friendly appearance and surprisingly enjoyable driving feel, the Volkswagen Beetle built a reputation that survived generations. The moment you look at the Beetle, you immediately understand why this car became so famous around the world. The design is impossible to confuse with anything else. Those rounded fenders, circular headlights, curved roofline, and compact proportions created one of the most recognizable silhouettes in automotive history. Even people who know nothing about cars can instantly identify a Beetle from far away. That alone shows how powerful and timeless the design really is. The exterior styling of the Beetle combines simplicity with personality. Unlike aggressive sports cars that try to look intimidating, the Beetle has a friendly and approachable appearance. The smooth curves make the car look soft and elegant instead of sharp and angry. Volkswagen managed to create a design that feels playful while still looking classy and mature. That is extremely difficult to achieve in automotive design, yet the Beetle did it perfectly. At the front, the large round headlights became one of the signature elements of the car. They almost look like eyes, giving the Beetle a unique face full of character. The short hood and rounded nose improve the retro charm even more. Depending on the generation, the front bumper design evolved from chrome-heavy vintage styling to more modern sporty details, but the original identity always remained intact. Moving to the side profile, the Beetle's curved roofline is the feature that truly defines the car. The roof flows smoothly toward the rear, creating that famous bubble-like silhouette that became legendary worldwide. Unlike modern cars filled with sharp lines and fake vents, the Beetle embraces clean simplicity. The shape itself becomes the design statement. The wheel arches are rounded beautifully, adding to the playful appearance. Some Beetle models came with stylish alloy wheels that gave the car a more premium and sporty attitude. Even though the Beetle is compact, it never feels boring or cheap from the outside. It has a special personality that makes people smile whenever they see it driving down the street. At the rear, the Beetle continues its iconic styling language. The rounded taillights, smooth rear curves, and compact trunk area maintain the classic identity perfectly. Older Beetles had air-cooled rear engine layouts, which created a very unique rear design. Later modern versions adapted to contemporary engineering while still preserving the classic look. Volkswagen understood that changing the Beetle too much would destroy its soul, so they carefully modernized it without losing its identity. One of the most beautiful things about the Beetle is how it appeals to different generations. Older people love it because it reminds them of history and nostalgia, while younger drivers appreciate the retro-modern style that stands out among ordinary hatchbacks and sedans. In a world where many cars look almost identical, the Beetle remains instantly special. Stepping inside the Volkswagen Beetle reveals an interior designed with personality and simplicity. The cabin may not be the largest in its class, but it delivers a unique atmosphere that feels warm and charming. Volkswagen designed the interior to reflect the exterior character, so everything feels connected and balanced. The dashboard design is simple yet attractive. Circular design themes continue throughout the cabin, connecting the interior with the exterior styling language. The air vents, instrument cluster, and controls often feature rounded shapes that match the Beetle's playful personality. Some versions even included body-colored dashboard panels that gave the cabin a stylish and premium touch. The seats in the Beetle are surprisingly comfortable. Front seat space is good for daily driving, and the seating position gives drivers a clear view of the road ahead. Depending on the trim level, the Beetle could include leather upholstery, heated seats, ambient lighting, and premium interior materials that elevated the experience significantly. Higher trims especially made the Beetle feel more luxurious than many people expected. Volkswagen also focused on making the cabin user-friendly. The controls are easy to understand, the infotainment system is straightforward, and the layout avoids unnecessary complexity. That simplicity is one reason why the Beetle remained loved by so many drivers. It feels approachable and enjoyable instead of intimidating. Technology improved significantly in modern Beetle generations. Touchscreen infotainment systems, Bluetooth connectivity, navigation, premium sound systems, smartphone integration, and advanced climate control features transformed the Beetle into a modern daily driver while maintaining its classic personality. Volkswagen successfully blended retro design with modern convenience. Rear seat space is acceptable for a compact car, although taller passengers may find it slightly tight during longer journeys. Still, the Beetle was never designed to be a large family SUV. Its purpose is different. This car focuses on style, character, and driving enjoyment rather than maximum practicality. Cargo space is decent for daily use. The hatchback-style rear opening in newer Beetle models improves practicality compared to older generations. Grocery shopping, small luggage, and everyday items fit comfortably, making the Beetle practical enough for urban lifestyles. Now let's talk about performance and engine power, because the Beetle is much more enjoyable to drive than many people expect. Throughout its long history, the Beetle offered multiple engine options depending on the generation and market. The original classic Beetles became famous for their air-cooled flat-4 engines mounted in the rear. These engines were simple, reliable, and easy to maintain. They were not designed for high-speed or aggressive racing, but they delivered dependable transportation to millions of people worldwide. The sound of the old air-cooled Beetle engine became iconic. It produced a unique mechanical character that enthusiasts still love today. Driving a classic Beetle feels completely different from modern cars because the engine, steering, and suspension create a raw mechanical experience that connects the driver directly with the road. As the Beetle evolved into modern generations, Volkswagen introduced more advanced engines with better efficiency and stronger performance. Turbocharged 4-cylinder engines became available, offering much better acceleration and highway capability. Some modern Beetle models produced over 170 horsepower, which gave the compact car surprisingly energetic performance. Acceleration feels smooth and responsive, especially in turbocharged versions. The Beetle may not be a supercar, but it delivers enough power to feel enjoyable during city driving and highway cruising. The lightweight design also helps improve responsiveness, making the car feel agile and lively. Transmission options included both manual and automatic gearboxes. Enthusiasts especially appreciated the manual transmission because it added more engagement and fun to the driving experience. Shifting gears in a Beetle feels enjoyable and connected, particularly in sporty trims like the Beetle Turbo or Beetle R line. Fuel efficiency is another strong advantage. The Beetle was always designed to be economical and practical. Modern engines provide respectable fuel economy, making the car affordable to drive daily. This balance between style, efficiency, and personality helped the Beetle maintain popularity for decades. The driving experience is where the Beetle truly reveals its charm. This car has personality in every movement. Unlike many modern vehicles that feel isolated and emotionless, the Beetle feels alive. Steering response is smooth and predictable, the suspension handles daily roads comfortably, and the compact dimensions make the car extremely easy to maneuver in urban environments. Parking the Beetle is simple because of its compact size and excellent visibility. City driving feels stress-free, and the car's smaller footprint allows drivers to navigate tight streets with confidence. At the same time, highway driving remains stable and comfortable enough for longer journeys. The suspension tuning focuses more on comfort than aggressive sportiness. The ride quality absorbs bumps reasonably well, creating a relaxed and enjoyable experience for passengers. Even though the Beetle is compact, it does not feel unstable or nervous at normal driving speeds. One thing owners often mention is the emotional connection they develop with the Beetle. Many cars simply function as transportation, but the Beetle feels more personal. People wave at Beetle drivers, smile when they see the car, and remember stories connected to it. Very few vehicles create that level of emotional attachment. The Beetle also became deeply connected with global pop culture. It appeared in movies, advertisements, music, and art for decades. One of the most famous examples is the movie car Herbie, which transformed the Beetle into a beloved entertainment icon recognized worldwide. This cultural impact helped the Beetle become more than just a car. It became a symbol of individuality, freedom, and creativity. Collectors and enthusiasts still adore classic Beetles today. Restored vintage Beetles continue attracting attention at car shows around the world. Their mechanical simplicity, timeless styling, and nostalgic value make them highly desirable among automotive fans. Meanwhile, modern Beetles attract drivers who want retro styling combined with modern comfort and technology. Volkswagen deserves credit for preserving the spirit of the Beetle across multiple generations. Many manufacturers fail when reviving classic icons because they lose the original character. However, Volkswagen managed to modernize the Beetle while respecting its heritage. That balance is extremely difficult to achieve. Safety also improved dramatically in newer Beetle generations. Features like airbags, stability control, anti-lock brakes, traction control, rear-view cameras, and advanced structural engineering made the modern Beetle much safer than its early ancestors. This allowed drivers to enjoy classic-inspired styling without sacrificing modern protection standards. Another interesting aspect of the Beetle is customization culture. Owners love modifying their Beetles with custom wheels, paint jobs, suspension setups, decals, roof racks, and interior upgrades. The car's playful personality makes it perfect for personalization. Whether someone wants a clean vintage restoration or a modern sporty build, the Beetle adapts beautifully. Even today, the Beetle remains one of the most emotionally recognizable vehicles ever built. Few cars can survive changing automotive trends for decades while still remaining relevant and loved. The Beetle achieved exactly that because it offers something beyond specifications and numbers. It offers character. As we reach the final verdict, the Volkswagen Beetle stands as one of the greatest automotive icons in history. It may not be the fastest car, the most luxurious car, or the most practical car on the market, but it delivers something many vehicles completely lack: personality. The Beetle combines timeless design, charming driving manners, solid efficiency, comfortable interiors, and unforgettable character into one unique package. For drivers who want a car that feels different from ordinary traffic, the Beetle is a fantastic choice. It attracts attention without trying too hard. It delivers nostalgia without feeling outdated. And most importantly, it creates an emotional experience that few modern cars can match. The Volkswagen Beetle is proof that cars can become more than machines. They can become memories, symbols, and lifelong passions. That is why the Beetle remains legendary even after all these years.